The Galactic Empire, a ruthless interstellar force that had dominated countless civilizations, thought they had finally eradicated the last of humanity. They had systematically wiped out the human colonies, hunting them down with relentless precision, but in their arrogance, they had missed one crucial detail: humanity's resilience. The Empire's greatest triumph came when they invaded a small outpost on the fringe of known space. There they found a human child, barely 10 years old, hiding among the ruins of a destroyed settlement. The child was no mere survivor. She was a symbol of humanity's indomitable will to live. They killed her in cold blood, thinking that would be the final nail in humanity's coffin. What they didn't realize was that the death of that child ignited a fury within the remnants of humanity that had been simmering in the shadows. The Galactic Empire had no idea what they had unleashed by slaying the innocent. In a hidden facility on the far side of the galaxy, deep within an uncharted system, a dormant base hummed to life. It was a place the Empire had long forgotten, a black site abandoned after the war for humanity's survival. Within its cryo chambers, humanity's ultimate warriors, its last line of defense, had been lying in stasis for over 2 centuries. These were no ordinary soldiers. They were genetically enhanced, augmented with the best that human science could offer. They had been engineered for war, bred to be stronger, faster, and smarter than any being the galaxy had ever known. The soldiers had fought in the last great human war, and when the fighting had ended, they had been placed into cryosleep, awaiting the day when humanity would need them again. That day had come. The first chamber cracked open with a low, resonating hum. From within, a figure clad in advanced battle armor slowly stepped into the cold air. His eyes, still glowing faintly from the stasis, scanned his surroundings. He was tall, imposing, with a presence that seemed to ripple the very air around him. His name was Sergeant Nathaniel Creed, a man who had once led humanity's forces against the might of the alien invaders. Behind him, the others began to awaken. There were 12 of them, all with the same steely resolve in their eyes. They were the last hope of a dying species, the weaponized soldiers of a time long past. But now, they were the vanguard of humanity's revenge. Creed activated his comms, his voice calm yet filled with an unspoken rage. "Prepare yourselves. We've been asleep too long. Time to wake up the galaxy." His voice was not just heard within the confines of the base. It broadcasted across the vast expanse of space, sending a signal to every corner of the galaxy. The remnants of humanity, scattered across the stars, heard the message and felt a renewed sense of purpose. They had been living in the shadows, afraid to rise up against the Empire. But now they had their warriors. The super soldiers quickly suited up, their armor fusing to their bodies like a second skin. Each suit was a masterpiece of human ingenuity, equipped with advanced weaponry, energy shields, and communication systems that far outclassed anything the Empire had in their arsenal. They were a force to be reckoned with. The base's systems came online, revealing a map of the galaxy. The Empire's strongholds were marked with red dots, each one a beacon of tyranny and oppression. But there was one location that stood out: the Galactic capital, a sprawling metropolis built atop the ruins of countless civilizations. It was here, in the heart of the Empire, that the human child had been slain. "Target identified," Creed muttered, his voice low and filled with the weight of vengeance. "It's time to make them pay." The soldiers didn't need to be told twice. They boarded their ships, advanced starfighters that could outmaneuver anything the Empire possessed. As they flew through the black void of space, their mission was clear: eradicate the Empire, reclaim humanity's rightful place in the stars, and make sure no one ever forgot the lesson they had just learned. Their first target was a fleet of Empire warships patrolling the Outer Rim. The Empire had no idea they were coming, and by the time they detected the incoming assault, it was already too late. The soldiers hit the fleet with the precision of a surgical strike. Plasma cannons tore through the hulls of the warships, and energy pulses sliced through shields like they were made of paper. Within moments, the fleet was reduced to space debris, floating helplessly in the vastness of space. But the true fury was yet to come. The soldiers infiltrated Empire strongholds, silently killing their way through the ranks of Imperial soldiers. Their movements were flawless, each action calculated to perfection. They were shadows, ghosts of the night, and no one stood a chance against them. The Empire's elite forces were obliterated with ease, their weapons useless against the enhanced humans who had been bred for this very purpose. As they approached the galactic capital, the Empire's leaders began to panic. They had underestimated humanity's potential, and now they were paying the price. Desperate, they ordered the activation of their ultimate weapon, a weapon so powerful that it could obliterate entire planets. But the soldiers were already there. Creed stood at the entrance of the Galactic Council chamber, his fists clenched in fury. "You killed an innocent child," he growled. "Now you'll pay." The Empire's leaders attempted to flee, but it was too late. They were surrounded, their escape routes cut off by the soldiers who moved like lightning. One by one, they were brought to justice, their lives snuffed out in a blinding flash of retribution. The last of the Empire's warlords, a high-ranking general, looked at Creed with fear in his eyes. "You can't win," the general spat. "The Empire is too strong. You're nothing but relics from a forgotten war." Creed's expression remained stoic, but his voice held the weight of humanity's survival. "You're wrong. We're not relics. We're the future. And this time, humanity doesn't lose." With that, the final blow was struck. The Empire, in all its vast power and arrogance, had fallen to the might of humanity's super soldiers. The child's death had sparked a fire, and now the galaxy would never forget the price of underestimating mankind. Humanity had risen from the ashes of destruction, and the stars once again belonged to them. Humanity F***, yeah, ***.